Greetings, football managers and fans across the globe. Welcome back to episode 4 and season 4 of our journey with Górnicze Klub Sportowe Katowice. And in this episode, we will be making our European debut in the UEFA Conference League. Now, after ending season 3 in third place last year, as mentioned beforehand, we are going to be in the qualifying stages for UEFA Europa Conference League for season 2026-27. But before we jump into that, we'll need to take a look at our transfers. As you can see, I've brought in a whole number of youngsters on free transfer. All of them, again, are recommended by running the Python code. And I'm honestly hoping a number of them will be able to make an impact with the first team. But only time will tell, and we will find out as the season progresses and we see whom deserves a call up to the senior team and whom should go out on loan. Now, in terms of outgoing transfers, we've managed to send quite a few players out on loan. A few of them going to some Polish sides. Nico Jones was sold to Pogoń Siedlce for 8.5 thousand, as he was unhappy here, and I'm not going to let him remain here to drag the rest of the players down with him. Marco Kosharo left us on a free transfer, so he's out. Lenny Lobato unfortunately left for Al Fateh for 1.4 million, which was his release clause, and we've sold Samu for 14,250. As far as our formation is concerned, nothing is going to be changing there. So we're going to continue using our custom 5-2-3 high press system, and we'll see how we get on with it. So our preseason schedule sees us face off against Miecz Legnica in the opening match of Ekstraklasa season. Following that, we will be away in Greece playing against AEK Athens, after which we will take on Piast Gliwice, and then we'll go up against AEK Athens at home. So that's the first qualifying match for the Conference League, and we will go over the results next. So our first match against Miecz Legnica went as well as I could have hoped. We won by a scoreline of 3-0, and we'll have a quick look at the results. So Kakai gets us started from the penalty, and then Brod played it over to Dita with a hard-angled shot, makes it 2-0 in the 28th minute. And finally, Lufgren puts one away. Or was it Faye? It was Faye. They were both battling for the ball there. So final scoreline of 3-0 in our opening match. And I couldn't have hoped for a better start here. And then in the following match against AEK Athens, we drew 1-1 away from home, which is a very satisfying result. So let's have a quick look at the highlights once more. We've opened the scoring with a brilliant shot by Suarez from way far out. And then in the very last minute of play, Michailidis drew level for AEK, and we will be facing them at home next. On Sunday, the 26th of July 2026, we managed to defeat Piast Gliwice 2-1 away from home, courtesy of an own goal. So I can't really complain about that. We'll take the 3 points and move on to our Conference League match against AEK Athens, which we managed to win 3-2 at home. So let's have another quick look at the highlights, shall we? So we start things off here with Castilla feeding the ball over to Suarez inside the 6-yard box, and he makes it 1-0. AEK are not about to let us walk all over them, and they will equalize here with a goal by Garcia. In the 56th minute, AEK will go up 2-1. Eliasson being the scorer there. We're gonna come back though. In 75th minute, Dita walks inside the box unmarked and makes it 2-2. And finally, Dita will finish off the scoreline in the 87th minute with a dramatic winner. And that will be our 3-2 victory in the first qualifying round. Now, following that last win, we had a really good run to start the season, going undefeated in the league for 6 matches before losing to Warta Poznan. In the Conference League, we beat Sigma Olomouc, Hapoel Beersheba to qualify for the league phase of the proceedings. And in our first match in Europe, we lost to NK Mura from Slovenia, who are actually a football academy over in Slovenia. I did have to look it up. But we lost 1-0 away from home in a very tightly contested match. After which we went on another absolute tear, winning most of our league matches and also winning our first 3 games in Europa Conference League against Farul Constanta 2-1, Deri City 4-2, and Zrinski Mostar from Bosnia 5-3. Now, after the match against Pogon Shenshin, we did go on a losing skid of 3 matches here. Then we managed to straighten ourselves out and get 2 wins and a draw, or a win in the league and a draw in the league, along with a win against Fudbalski Klub Čukarički Stankom from Serbia, which was our last Conference League phase match, meaning that we qualified as basically group winners. So in the top 8, and we'll move on straight to the round of 16 in Europa Conference League. Following the mid-season break, we went on another 4-match winning streak in the Ekstraklasa, beating Radomiak Radom, Gornik Zabrze, Lechia Gdansk, and Slask Wroclaw by mostly convincing scorelines, before being matched up against Scottish club Aberdeen, where we won 3-0 away from home in a match where I thought I had to change the formation, but we ended up sticking with what has been working so far, and we managed to win by a scoreline of 3-0. After that, we beat LKS Lodz 3-2 at home, before losing at home to Aberdeen in Conference League round of 16 second leg, but thanks to our convincing win away from home, we were able to qualify to the next round, where we will be facing Vitória de Guimarães from Portugal. Now, leading up to the Conference League quarter-final, we got another 3 wins in a row in the Ekstraklasa, beating Lech Poznan 1-0, Warta Poznan 3-1, and Zagłębie Lubin 2-0. Then we drew away from home with Vitoria de Guimarães 2-2 before losing to Legia Warszawa at home 4-3, and finally managed to beat Vitoria de Guimarães 3-1 at home in the second leg of the Conference League quarterfinal. Then we went on to win against Wychew Łódź 1-0, drew Korona Kleice 0-0, and we ended up drawing Hoffenheim from Germany in the semi-final of the Europa Conference League, where we lost both legs, first one by a score of 1-0 and the second one by a score of 4-2, away from home for the second one. But all in all, I can be pretty proud of how well the team did and how far they managed to push in our inaugural season in the Conference League. And with the next match against Raków Częstochowa, we have a chance to make sure that we will be winning the league title. So we'll be playing that match through live. Right, so here we are, ready to try and win the title in the penultimate match of the season against Raków Częstochowa away from home. And our starting lineup will be as follows: Fernandez in net, Faye and Kjelsrud Johansson playing as ball-playing defenders, with Lofgren playing in the middle as a central defender with a stopper role, Juricic and Nuts out as wing-backs, Castilla as a box-to-box midfielder, McAllister will play the Mezzala in this one, and then we have Perez and Dita out on the wings with our new wonder kid, Louis De Jong, up front. Now, he isn't described as a wonder kid here. I do consider him to be one because he has been really, really good and he's progressed very, very quickly. So without further ado, let us get the match started here and see what we can do. Now, Nissim Einbinder. I don't speak German, so forgive me if I butchered that. He might make his debut if somebody gets tired, and he's another kid that does hold a lot of promise in our youth setup, but he hasn't had any game time as of yet. And well, let's just see what we can do here and how things progress. So here we are, starting things off on a rainy day in Raków. And they will get the proceedings going. Slash Svarnas plays it over to Tudor. They're trying to keep possession of the ball here. Doesn't look like anything came of that particular highlight. So we're going to try to encourage our lads. Perez swings the corner in towards the near post. And that's been headed away. And then played back to their goalkeeper. Tudor. Slash. Good dispossession in the middle of the park here. Can we get a counter-attack going? Here's Kjelsrud Johansson. Plays it back to Lofgren. Finds Castilla unmarked. But he'll play quick 1-2 passes with his teammates there and Nuts get stripped inside the box. Is the ref going to award a penalty here? Yes, he is. So who will step up here? It will be Castilla, saved by the goalkeeper. That's not the first time Castilla's missed a penalty this season. And on both occasions, it was saved by the goalkeeper. He never actually missed the frame of the goal. But it remains 0-0 here, and we're 20 minutes into the match. We have been a slightly better team so far, but the only shot on target coming from that penalty that was unfortunately saved by Rakov's goalkeeper. Faye plays it over to Jurasic. He'll try to run forward. Short pass over to Dita on the flank, back to Jurasic. Castilla into the box. Another penalty? Okay, Castilla's not going to be taking this one. There's no way I'm going to let him miss again. And we are going to let Louis de Jong step up to the spot if the penalty is awarded here. Penalty review, penalty awarded. And here comes De Jong. And he puts it away. Low corner to the left of the goalkeeper's side. 1-0. Okay. That definitely worked out better. But here's De Jong again, plays a pass over to Dita, and it's 2-0. Unless that could be offside, I think it was. Yep, offside. Let's have a quick look at that again. Oh yeah. De Jong was offside when he received the pass. If he just stayed a step behind the line, it would have been a very, very nice assist for him, but it wasn't meant to be. Now Rakov Shestova on the attack here. Fernandez gets his hand to it. One thing that I forgot to mention about Fernandez is that Manchester United tried to buy him at the start of the season, and as soon as I saw that they're putting a bid in, before I rejected the bid, I offered him a new contract, and I put a $30 million release clause for foreign clubs onto it on purpose. So he accepted the deal. I rejected the contract, and he wasn't unhappy, and he remains a Katowice player for the foreseeable future. Realistically, I don't think he's worth the 30 million, but I just wanted to make sure I keep him, and if anybody wants him, I'll just point to the release clause, and well, we'll see how that works out. But here we are on the attack right off the get-go from the second half, and that goes wide. Trilovsky. Faye takes the ball all the way back. Plays it to Matteo Nuts on the flanks. He'll play it back to Kjellrud Johansson. Here's Dita. He loses possession. McAllister. Castilla. He plays it back to Lufgren. Kjellrud Johansson. Back to Lufgren again. Good tackle by De Jong to recover possession. Here he comes again, and it's his second. A brace for De Jong. Our Belgian youngster gets it done again. After converting from the penalty spot earlier on in the match, it's 2-0. Very well placed shot into the bottom corner of the net. And Rakov Shestova are trying to attack here again. Slash over to Tudor. Svarnas. Kochergin tried to play it forward. Jurasic is there to clean that one up. Faye over to McAllister, and Katowice will try to get a counter-attack launched here. De Jong recovers possession of the ball and he shoots it way over the bar. 56 minutes into the match, it is 2-0 here for Katowice. Lofgren played it out. Rakov Shestova will try to resume their attack, and they managed to get one back. What's Lofgren doing there? Own goal. I think that's the third or fourth own goal I've seen all season. Of course not from our team. This would be the first time that I've seen one of our players. Actually, no, second time I've seen one of our players score on our own net in this particular save overall. But it is 2-1 right now. Just gonna demand more from them. Gonna keep them on a positive mentality. There's only 20 minutes remaining in the match here. What a chance. Floated in towards the frame of the goal, but headed away. McAllister. Maybe he was a little bit too patient there. He loses the ball to Strzalek, who had a crack at it from way far out and obviously missed. You know, trying to chip the goalkeeper from that far out usually doesn't work out, right? Now McAllister. Over to Dita, and a shot goes begging wide, but was it a corner? I don't know. Now, all they have to do is just hang on for 3 minutes, and the league title should be ours. Because regardless of how well, I think it's Lech Poznan that are in second place, regardless of how well they do, we have 10 goals up on goal difference, and Castilla makes it 3-0 here. And with this win, well, depending on how they're doing, we'll have at least 11 or 12 up on them. And they're also 3 points behind, so we don't have a game in hand, but being 3 points ahead with one match to play, this match should be the one to seal the title for us. Last few minutes here, last minute, and it's done. I don't know if we actually won the league there. I would have liked to see the celebration in this match, which is one of the reasons I wanted to play it live. But we'll take the win for now. Yeah, we're 10 goals up on goal difference there. So unless we play, it's Pogoń Szczecin, by the way, and we play against them, that's why the ceremony was not up for this match. So that will be the final match of the season to decide the title, and we'll leave it at that for right now. And we have done it. Despite a loss to Pogoń Szczecin here, we are champions. And what a year it has been. What a year it has been indeed. Lots to be proud of here for the lads, and we look forward to Champions League football next season.